Yeah, what is happening on the farm? A lot is happening. We are planting some more pine trees. And what I'm doing is I like making use of every space. So for me, when I see space on the farm that are just empty, I just want to put something because I'm thinking of the next 5 years, 10 years. So we are planting some more pine trees. Yeah, and then we are making compost. We're still making compost. We were encouraged, I think about 2 weeks ago, to see some great organization that decided to send one of their staff to come and take a sample of our compost and take it to a lab in Blantyre City Council. And they are testing compost. And I don't know who thought of me or of us. Yeah, they just came and said, government is running this project and we thought of you. Anyways, so I think there's some kind of breakthrough coming in because if we are able to have a license, then we can be able to scale up our compost production and have a market. So praying that that happens. We're planting more bananas. Yeah, I think bananas is becoming something that I want to focus on. So we planted about maybe 17 more bananas and we will plant more. I had this idea of flowers because I noticed, right, on social media, you know, people always ask for flowers for birthdays, even when there is maliro, right, like when people die. Sometimes, you know, most of the rich, right, they want to put the fresh flowers on the tombstone. And then, you know, I see these requests and I don't see anybody really providing those. So I've had this crazy idea to venture into cultivating flowers. It's not yet proven to be successful, but there are some positive signs. Like I just made a beautiful bouquet of flower for my house. Was it yesterday? The day before yesterday. It's really beautiful. I posted it on my WhatsApp and people like it. So I'm like, okay, that's good, encouraging. So I've ordered some more seeds and I just need to organize myself to see how we can plant them in a way that they can be a lot and we can be able to sell flowers. So yes, flower is a way to go as well. And as well as the building for the piggery, for the pigs, is coming up slowly but nicely. Yeah, we are patiently moving forward. So right now we're doing plastering. We are plastering the piggery and just digging some parts of the building where we need to dig and do some landscape. What else is happening? We also planted green beans. Yeah, so I think I'm just looking into things that requires less work, less input, but we can make a little bit of money. So I think one of them is green beans. They don't require a lot of work and a lot of chemicals, but we can be able to sell maybe 2 or 3 times a week. And so that can give us like a weekly revenue so that we can keep on going. What else? I think that's it for now. And of course, caring for my family. Yeah. Looking after my wife and my children. And and just creating a space where people can come and get inspired. You know, I think that's my heart. My heart is really to set it up as a place where people can come. Every time people come, I want them to be astonished. Like you come today and you come 3 weeks later, you should be like, oh, wow, really? You know? So I think that's the way forward. So we right now are still plastering. We finished the like construction part, like the brickwork. So right now we're just plastering. the outside walls. I think we'll be finished this week. Outside walls will be all plastered, and some part of inside walls as well have been plastered. The side that are not yet plastered is because we want to do some plumbing work on those sides, so we don't want to plaster and then after we have to break it down. And I mean, that's one thing. So in construction or in project, you go stage by stage, you see what comes first. So you don't want to build, break, because then it just raises your costs. So right now we're just plastering areas where we know we are not going to break anymore. And I think the next stage is to do the plumbing work. We'll do the plumbing work, and also build the feeding places. They call it feeders. So we'll build the feeders, and yeah, we'll move on to the stage of the roofing. Yes, that's the next stage after the plastering and the plumbing and the other side. So we have to do the roofing. Yeah, the challenge. I mean, the challenge is finances. You know, this is a walk of faith, right? We didn't have all the money to start. We just started with what we have. But again, you have to start. You know, if I waited to have all the resources to start, I don't think that we will be where we are today. So we started with the little support that we had, and we are where we are. But I think we are maybe at 99.9% done. Like with out of resources. So the prayer and the request is to see more support coming toward the piggery, and so that we can do the roofing. The roofing is gonna be about $6,000, somewhere there. Yeah, so that's where we are. The other challenge, I've seen, but I don't know whether it's a challenge or what. Since we started this, because my attention has been focused on it, I've put less attention on the pigs in terms of numbers. Actually, we've gone from 68 pigs to 11 pigs. Yes. Yeah. So it doesn't mean that the vision is dying. It just means that we have slowed down on the pig production, kind of, so that most of our finances can go toward the construction. And when the construction is done, we'll boost back, right? But having less pigs as well means that I spend less on food and all that. So that's another advantage. But the vision is really to focus on the piggery, finish it, and move pigs in there and get more pigs to come in. I think another challenge on the farm has been workers. You really have to be strategic. Otherwise, man, the day will end, the week will end, the month will end, and you are like, what have we done this week? What have we done this month? And so I think to keep the workers going, focus, you know, let's get things done. Let's be productive. Let's be fruitful. I think that has been the challenge, and because I'm involved in a lot of other things, so to keep that going has been a challenge. But when I have the opportunity, I do it. And what do we do these days? We have what we call weekly meeting on Saturdays. We just meet at the end of the week, and we evaluate the week. We say, okay, what are the plans we had, and what have we done up to now, and what do we still have to do? So when you draw the attention towards the targeted plan, then it's kind of call the attention to say, hey, I haven't done my part. Next week I must do my part. And one other thing I've discovered with the workers is that they have to know they are part of this vision, and they have to know that their well-being, their welfare also depends on the work they do on the farm. So, like, I was asking them, like, where would you like to be in the next 2 years or 5 years? As somebody told me, he wants to buy a Mazda Demio. So I was like, oh, okay. How are you gonna be able to buy the Mazda Demio? how much are you being paid now? I mean, you know, we spoke about how much he's getting paid, the food and all the other advantage. And I'm like, so you think you'll be able to buy Master Damien with what you get right now? With your family and your child and everything? And then he said, no. And I said, why? Because it's not enough. So I said, so how do you think we can have enough? He said, we need more money. So I said, okay, how can we make more money? And then he said, we need to work more harder. Okay, how can we, when we work more harder, what does it mean? Then he said, it means we will sell more things on the farm, we'll make more money, and we can increase the salary. So just to draw the attention to say the well-being of the farm, the well-being of the project also will have impact or a return on their well-being. So when they understand that, I think it kind of boosts them up, encourages them